screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Dunn. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they're really in sync right now.
He's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Again, it's Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got 1 on us, and just not let it turn into more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, Johnson trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Watson gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll run with Davis. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Watson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on 1st down. Done. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Johnson on the carry.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, done. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
T.J. Hutchinson.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me. That's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
3, the ball carrier.
Are you touched?
The tackle made at the 24.
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
On the pickup.
Respect.
2nd and 6.
From the 24, Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Number 3, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They go again with Davis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, done. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Not much there, only a yard.
To carry on Johnson. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, done. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Back to throw. Done. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down. Done. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk.